And welcome back. Jamarcus. Vermilion Catholic's defense, hands down, played the best in the area last year, which is why they played in the Superdome last December.
That's right, Meg. The Eagles pitched 6 shutouts in their 13-1 season, and even though they didn't hoist the title, the team is now hungrier than ever to prove that they belong. The Eagles facing off with Westminster last night in the Crusader Jamboree. QB Jonathan D'Artes is going to keep this one on the zone read and picking up the first down. Now, the junior will be vital to VC's success as he compiled over 2,800 yards and 35 touchdowns last season. Defensively, the Eagles hired former North Vermilion head coach Brett Blakey as DC, and he'll have just one starter returning on his side of the ball. For VC, the only way to soar back to New Orleans is to be exceptional.
Oh, they're still hungry. We want to go back. That's always the goal. Coach said a lot of kids these days are lazy. They don't want to work hard, and we just try to be the opposite. Work as hard as we can every day, do what's best for us.
To me, it's just like, do what not everyone else is doing. So, like, whether that's watching more film, getting in extra work, stuff like that.
Now, staying in the district, Jeanerette hosting Laurelville in the Iberia Pear Sugarcane Jamboree. Zion Collard with a 20-yard pass and Treville Frederick laying down the line and catching it for the complete pass and first down, setting up a touchdown. Now, the Tigers boasted their first winning season since 2009, but most importantly, JHS held their first ever home playoff game. Now, there are 18 starters back from that 6-win team, led by tight end Treville Frederick, who is also committed to Tulane. The team's chemistry plus experience equals great aspirations for the Tigers.
Well, I think that the expectations, they expecting to win now. In the past, it was like, well, we just going to get through the season and move on to the next sport. Now it's, we want to win, to keep winning, to keep tradition going on at Jeanerette High now.
We preach consistency. If you're not consistent, then you're not winning. You can have a winning season, and then after that, you have a losing season, 0-10, 4-6, whatever. But, you got to be consistent with how you do things, when you do things, and whatever you're doing.
Now, the Eagles ran through league play last year, so it'll be interesting to see how others will compete for the throne. Jeanerette, being one of the most experienced, gives the Tigers an upper hand. But, Megan, I don't think Highland Baptist is going down easy.
Well, staying in Class 1A, Opelousas Catholic faced Catholic of New Iberia tonight. And here's Mark Collins on the quarterback keep up the middle. He gains enough yardage for a Vikings first down. Now, Cullen Mathern accepted the Vikings head job in April. The OC, after OC reached the quarters for the first time since 2005, along with a new face in the driver's seat, the Vikings will sport a new playoffs. They'll run the spread on offense with Mark Collins under center and play defense using a 3-man front. In order for things to work, OC must adapt to the change.
It's a drastic change, and it all comes from the summer. We started at first day of summer installing play by play by play, and you take it very, very slow, but at the same time, it just keeps building off of each other. And then next, we're almost in August, and we have a full playbook now, and they've been doing it so much all summer that they're comfortable with it.
Well, hey, the Vikings went undefeated in district play for a 3rd straight season, which makes them a favorite going into 2023. But there will be competition for the crown, as 4 of the 6 teams in the league went to the postseason. Meanwhile, North Central broke their 42-game losing streak while finishing the year with the most overall wins since 2004. And in District 5-1A, Basile took the crown for the first time since 2015. The Bearcats will not only be looking to stay on the throne, but also reach the semifinals for the first time in over 20 years, while Elton and Gaydon look to build off their playoff appearance.
Now, very quickly, let's take a look at our headlines of the night. This is looking ahead for Week 1. LCA will travel to Acadiana. It's going to be a shootout or a battle between pass and throw. Opelousas will look for revenge against Turlings, and Notre Dame will face off with Southside. It will be 2 quarterbacks that are getting the nods for the first time, battling off against each other. So that should be very interesting to see how things go in Week 1.